Hello and welcome back to Your Brain Lied, the podcast dedicated to understanding why we do the things we do, even when they don't make sense. I'm your host, and today we're diving into a fascinating idea. How much of your life is actually yours? I know it sounds a little out there, a little philosophical, but stick with me. We're going to explore how we unknowingly live according to scripts written by others. Scripts crafted by our family, our culture, even the media we consume. These invisible guidelines often shape our choices, our beliefs, and even our happiness, without us even realizing it. Ready to explore the hidden puppet master in your brain? Let's get started. So what exactly do I mean by scripts? Think of it like a movie script. It tells you what to say, how to act, and what to expect in a given scene. Now imagine that script is being written not by you, but by the people and systems around you. These scripts are the unspoken rules, the expectations, the beliefs that we absorb from our environment. They become deeply ingrained in our subconscious, influencing our decisions and behavior without us actively thinking about them. It's like learning to ride a bike. At first, you're consciously thinking about every single movement, but eventually, it becomes second nature. You just do it. That's what these scripts do. They become our default way of operating in the world. These scripts come from a variety of sources. Family is a big one. From a young age, we learn about love, success, and relationships by watching our parents and siblings. If you grew up in a family that valued education above all else, you might feel immense pressure to excel academically, even if your true passion lies elsewhere. Or, if your family always avoided conflict, you might find yourself suppressing your own needs and opinions in relationships to keep the peace. These family dynamics create powerful blueprints that we often carry into adulthood. Then there's culture. Culture encompasses the values, beliefs, and customs of a particular group of people. It shapes our understanding of everything from gender roles to financial responsibility. For example, in some cultures, it's expected that children will care for their aging parents. In others, it's more common for elderly individuals to live independently. These cultural norms influence our expectations of ourselves and others, and can lead to feelings of guilt or inadequacy if we deviate from the prescribed path. And let's not forget the media. Movies, TV shows, social media, they all bombard us with messages about what is desirable, successful, and attractive. We see carefully curated images of perfect lives, often leading us to compare ourselves to unrealistic standards. Think about the constant pressure to have the perfect body, the dream job, and the ideal relationship. These media narratives can create a sense of dissatisfaction and anxiety if our own lives don't measure up. Now let's bring this down to earth with some relatable examples. Consider Sarah, a bright and ambitious woman in her late 20s. From a young age, she was told that success meant climbing the corporate ladder. Her parents, both successful professionals, instilled in her the importance of hard work, ambition, and financial security. Sarah excelled in school, landed a prestigious job at a consulting firm, and quickly rose through the ranks. On the surface, she appeared to have it all. But underneath, Sarah felt a deep sense of emptiness. She worked long hours, sacrificed her personal life, and constantly felt stressed and overwhelmed. Deep down, Sarah longed to pursue her passion for art, but she dismissed it as a hobby and continued to chase the corporate dream. Why? Because the script she was following, the one written by her family's values, told her that financial success was the ultimate measure of worth. She didn't feel free to deviate. Or think about Mark. He always believed that men shouldn't show emotion. He grew up hearing phrases like, "Boys don't cry and be a man." As a result, Mark learned to suppress his feelings, bottle up his emotions, and project an image of strength and stoicism. In his relationships, Mark struggled to express his needs and vulnerabilities, often leading to misunderstandings and resentment. He wanted to be more open, but he was afraid of being seen as weak or unmanly. Mark's script, shaped by societal expectations of masculinity, prevented him from connecting with others on a deeper emotional level. One more example. Consider the pressure to find the one and get married. From rom-coms to family gatherings, society constantly reinforces the idea that romantic love is the ultimate goal. This script can lead people to rush into relationships, settle for less than they deserve, or feel inadequate if they're not in a relationship. Imagine a woman in her early 30s who feels pressured by her friends and family to find a partner. She goes on countless dates, trying to force a connection, even when she knows it's not right. She starts to question her own worth and feels like something is wrong with her because she's not in a relationship. The script, written by societal expectations of marriage and partnership, is causing her unnecessary stress and unhappiness. So, how do we break free from these scripts and start living more authentically? The first step is awareness. We need to become conscious of the scripts that are influencing our thoughts and behaviors. Start paying attention to the messages you're receiving from your family, your culture, and the media. Ask yourself, where did I learn this? Is this belief truly my own? Or is it something I've absorbed from my environment? Once you've identified the scripts that are holding you back, it's time to challenge them. Question their validity and relevance in your life. Are these beliefs still serving you? Are they aligned with your values and goals? Remember, just because something was true for your parents or your culture doesn't mean it's true for you. You have the power to rewrite your own script. Rewriting your script takes courage and effort. It means making conscious choices that are aligned with your authentic self, even if they go against the grain. It means setting boundaries with family members, challenging societal norms, and being willing to disappoint others in order to honor your own needs and desires. It also means being kind to yourself throughout the process. Breaking free from deeply ingrained scripts is not easy. It's a journey of self-discovery and growth. There will be setbacks and challenges along the way, but don't give up. Keep questioning, keep challenging, and keep writing your own story. It's important to remember that we're not aiming to erase these scripts entirely. They're a part of us, a part of our history. The goal is to become aware of them, to understand their influence, and to make conscious choices about which scripts we want to keep and which ones we want to discard. It's about becoming the author of your own life. One helpful tool is to identify your core values. What truly matters to you? What are the principles that guide your decisions and actions? When you're clear about your values, it becomes easier to identify the scripts that are in conflict with them. For example, if you value creativity and freedom, but you're stuck in a corporate job that stifles your imagination, you know that you need to rewrite that script. Another useful exercise is to imagine your ideal future self. Who do you want to be in 5 years? What kind of life do you want to create? Once you have a clear vision of your desired future, you can start taking steps to align your actions with that vision. This might involve setting new goals, developing new skills, or changing your environment. Finally, don't be afraid to seek support from others. Talk to a therapist, a coach, or a trusted friend or family member who can help you navigate this process. It's okay to ask for help. We all need support as we navigate the complexities of life. It is vital to remember you are not alone in this experience. Many people grapple with feeling defined by the expectations and beliefs of others. Recognizing that shared struggle can be very validating and motivating. So to wrap things up, here are a few practical takeaways and reflection questions you can apply in your own life. First, ask yourself, what are some of the messages I received growing up about success, love, and happiness? Where did these messages come from? Are they still serving me today? Second, consider, what are my core values? Am I living in alignment with those values? If not, What changes can I make to create a more authentic and fulfilling life? And finally, what's one small step I can take this week to challenge a script that's holding me back? Breaking free from these scripts is an ongoing process, but it's a journey worth taking. By becoming aware of the hidden influences shaping your life, you can start living more intentionally, more authentically, and more joyfully. Thank you for joining me on Your Brain Lied. I hope this episode has given you some food for thought and some inspiration to start rewriting your own story. Until next time, take care of your brain, and remember, you are the author of your own life. Subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.